Thank you for welcoming us into your headphones. I am Chema.
I'm Eddie.
And I'm Amanda, discussing DC FANDOME.
This is the rollback.
Fuck. Right, and this is the rollback.
It's okay. It's okay.
We're keeping it. We're keeping it.
We'll just stick with that.
Based.
Yeah.
So,
I think there's
like Eddie's
pause.
dog.
enough space for you to
Yeah. Totally.
cut in.
there.
All right.
So, folks, DC FANDOME.
Nice.
Man, it was good. It was.
Good question. Do y'all think that this is like what they were gonna show if Comic-Con would have happened?
Oh,
Like,
hell yeah.
Because it's a lot of stuff and just all cut together. Very, very quickly, Amanda joining us back from the Justice League review. Thank you so much for being here again. And yeah, DC FANDOME. Instead of our usual review, this episode will just be just like a little call back and forth of our thoughts on everything that came out on DC FANDOME, starting with movie trailers and game trailers that came out, and also a couple of announcements. Big DC fans all around, so this is gonna be fun. First of all, Wonder Woman 84. Sorry,
84.
I'm gonna say no. They already did 48, man.
Yeah, Wonder Woman 1984. What do we all think? This is not. Is this the first trailer that came out, or am I dumb
It's
and I
the
saw
second
someone?
one, I think.
Yeah, that was the one that came out before.
Although I think this. No, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just I'm not sure. I think it might be the second one, but it's like the more fleshed out.
Well, see, I don't think this trailer was ever made to come out. I think because there's a lot of footage of Cheetah in this, along with a lot of other things that weren't in the first few trailers. I think initially, like the last trailer, the one where they don't show Cheetah at all, I think it was meant to be a surprise, and they were going to save it.
Yeah.
But now that Wonder Woman was supposed to come out 2 months ago, so now to re-get interest,
Sad.
They had to give a little.
Yeah, they had to give us some, something to chew on, and Cheetah, dude, Cheetah looks awesome.
She looks awesome. A couple of things that I really like from the trailer. First of all, the trailer kicking off with Diana swinging on lightning with the whip. That is like something out of a heavy metal cover, and I loved it. That is.
I would love to get that on a T-shirt. Just like
yeah.
Well,
so that.
What if Peter's like, that's my move?
It's just cool, like Diana swinging on that. Cheetah saying that line, I want to be an apex predator. That was pretty cool. Steve wearing white sneakers with a suit. Classy.
Fanny pack.
The fanny pack.
Did y'all notice that every time that Cheetah was on screen, she looked different? Like she had a different look. Either they really want to show how involved she is in the movie, or they're really milking out for those Funkos. They really want to release like several different versions of her. I feel like
because she had like the curly 80s hair with like her glasses.
Yeah.
I was actually, what's her name? Kristen Wiig, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have never thought to see her like in a superhero movie or something, and then here she comes out, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. Like
she comes out swinging.
Yeah, she really does, and I didn't expect to see her, and then she popped up, and it was cool.
She made this one movie with Bill Hader where they play twins. It's called
Skeleton
Twins. Yes, that movie was so good, and after seeing that movie, I thought these two need to make more drama or like more like because they're very funny, but I think they could do even more. This is probably not gonna be like super serious, but I think she's gonna come out like a super underrated thing that. It's gonna fly under the radar, but I think it's gonna come out really, really cool with her. Especially how she looks at the end when she's all CGI'd and like looks like Cheetah. It looks better than the movie Cats that came out a couple years ago. So all good there.
And they probably took a lesson from them. They're like, look, we know what not to do now. But no, the thing is more than likely what it is when you see her kind of looking real dorky with glasses. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's her getting the power. And then her looking like a badass and dressed like, with the thigh-high boots is like, it's my turn now.
She reminded me kind of like I know I hate to bring this up, but when they made Batman and Robin, and how when they showed Poison Ivy before she was Poison Ivy, it gave me those kind of vibes.
Yes, I think that's what's meant to be. And then Max Lord gives her what she wants. Boom, Cheetah, and now we get the CGI badass that like can take it to Wonder Woman, which is not something that most villains can do. She can take her on a physical level because she's magical.
Especially since the first Wonder Woman spent like 3/4 of the movie without a villain. Like we didn't know if the villain was real or not. It's gonna be pretty cool to see like that, like during the movie, not just like at a climax. Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
what else?
Her suit, Wonder Woman's gold suit.
She looks like an Oscar.
Oh,
hopefully she wins.
The battle armor.
She looks like an Oscar.
No. But do you know that armor from the comics that that armor basically represents the fact that like she has tried every diplomatic and peaceful solution, like because she always says like we don't have to do this, we don't have to fight. Like
she's not down for violence, and that means she's ready to fuck shit up. Like
no. If she has that armor on, she's like, look, man, I'm done talking. I'm just gonna fuck you up at this point. Let's go. That's the Hellbat armor. That's the like Superman black suit. We're done talking.
Yeah.
Nice. It looks cool. Like that those really expensive like toy makers are gonna make like a super cool like this size figure of that.
Yeah.
Oh, the little girls are gonna have a new costume this year.
Oh, that'd be dope. Okay.
And the wings detach also.
The wings actually flap though.
I love the title. I love Wonder Woman 1984. I love that title. I think that's because Wonder Woman 2. I think that this goes even better because it basically tells you directly like okay, it's definitely a sequel to the original one, but we don't need to call back to it so much. It can be like its own thing. And I love the last line when they're dressing up Chris Pine and he's like parachute pants. Everyone's parachuting these days. That's cool.
That you mentioned Steve. How does he exist? Like what's the angle? Is what I'm not too familiar with Wonder Woman. Like she's awesome, but what is your theory?
You want me to give it away, folks?
I don't.
I can speculate. I don't know exactly what it is, but I can speculate like 3 things at least.
So this is not like a storyline from a comic or anything.
My speculation was just like Flash. Like I always blame everything on Barry Allen. Like anytime anything's different, I'm like Barry did it. Like
they can. I mean, they can.
I hope they don't. No.
I kind of want to see Ezra Miller on something. I bring him back. Why not?
Well, apparently they got all the Batman for that one, which is that on the list?
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
That's not okay.
The Batman's the last thing on the list, by the way. If you want to just stay till the end. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so no, Maxwell Lord, his power, he's a telepath. He can give you whatever you want, basically.
Yeah, they say that in the trailer. So is that what she wants, Steve?
Yeah. So I'm thinking it's one of 2 things. They're gonna either like the Sixth Sense us, and it's like she can see him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like that, or it might be like a magical item that like once she destroys it, like Steve has to go away.
Yeah.
It's like, like this gives me my powers. If you destroy this, you win, but also Steve dies. And that's the ultimate, like her like letting go of him.
So
Steve gotta die again, because he's gonna be like, it's okay.
Yeah.
He's gotta do the same thing he did at the end of the first one.
See, I told you you'd save the world. Bye.
Yeah. How many times are they gonna get us?
Yeah. Okay.
Patty Jenkins, I have complete faith in her.
Same. Speaking of being dead but not really dead, let's talk about Gotham Knights, the game that's coming out.
So they did confirm it though. It's not in the Arkhamverse. It's a completely separate universe for the games.
Which was my first question when it was playing. I was like, I haven't played the Arkham games yet, but it's on my list to do. But this one I just thought looked pretty. Like if I'm being honest, like it looked really cool when each character popped up and like their symbol lit up in neon. That was super cool.
Yeah, I know you're a big fan of Nightwing, so.
Did you say Nightwing? He's my desk buddy.
Yeah, I really like this trailer. There's I was going through the comments of every trailer when I was watching this, and all the comments are like for this one I was like all of the proteges, if you want to call them, just looking at the video of Bruce saying like, if I'm dead, like you're seeing this, and everyone's like, sure, Dad, because like that's the joke. Like he's dead, he's not really dead, so I don't think he's really dead in this one. I think the game looks great. I think the fact that it's going to be next gen kind of gives us something else to look forward to. It's not the same studio that the Arkham games, although that studio, Rocksteady, did do the Suicide Squad game. We'll talk about that later. I like the change. I like Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, and I think Red Hood. I think it's the other one.
Yeah, Red Hood.
Yeah.
Red Hood.
The thing that I do want to talk about this, and that it's big, it's the Court of Owls shows up at the end. And
yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
god, that
dude, they have to be the main bad guys.
Yeah.
It actually kind of scared me a bit though when Talon showed up.
Yeah, and oh god, like I love the Court of Owls storyline, and it hasn't been done in like a game or like a movie. So I'm so pumped. That's my main thing. I don't know if the game is gonna be co-op, but I think it'll be really cool if we could do like co-op and like.
It is gonna be co-op.
Yes.
They said that it's gonna be you can play it co-op. You can play the story mode co-op with friends, or you can play story mode on your own, or you can switch back and forth, or you can jump between the four.
So kind of like that Avengers game that's coming out in like a week.
Hopefully, yeah. But did anyone else notice? Did anyone get like a dirty feeling when he said, "I have complete faith in you"? But he said it to all four of them. Like, I know you've got this.
Well, because
all of them.
The video that they're watching is very one-on-one. He doesn't use like plural, like y'all or you all. He says you and I, like two, like me and you kind of thing.
Yeah,
like,
so he's trying to make them all
told,
feel special.
He told everybody the same thing. Like, that's such a dad move. We don't play favorites.
I just thought, like, man, that's kind of dirty. He's doing them all kind of bad. Ugh.
So do you all think like the storyline will be like competition between them, or will it be like all team? Or will there be like one renegade among them? I don't know. I want to speculate on this because it looks really cool.
Amanda, you go first.
I got you all thinking. That's good.
I'm processing. It's a little wheel on my phone.
Well, this is great radio. Okay.
No. Okay, so it depends on the writer though, because Nightwing never wanted to be Batman's. Like he never wanted to be a successor. Damian's too young. Batgirl's going to try to get them all to work together. Red Hood's going to be like, I can do this on my own. Like, they all have their own character quirks that are going to come to play throughout the game. So I think it's going to be them trying to work together as a team. I don't think it's going to be one of them as like, who's the rightful heir to become Batman. It's more like...
The only person I would see possibly pulling some kind of move like that would be Damian.
Wanting to be the new Batman?
Yeah. Like...
Maybe
just in the bloodline kind of mentality that he comes from, like it's his rightful, like he is the blood son or whatever kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, what if they have like a kid Batman costume, like as like DLC, like Damian Batman? Because they have him deceased. He's technically Batman, Batman and deceased.
Yeah.
So I mean, who knows?
I'm for it. One of the scenes the last scene that I want to talk about that one is there's a scene where in the video he says like, I left you technology. It might be obsolete. It's not obsolete. It's a scene where like Robin just like throws throws like a stick and he disappears and turns into the stick. What, obsolete? Old man Bruce. Okay. Any other thoughts on Gotham Knights?
There's theories that the bad guy is Bruce.
Oh, I've heard of that. That he might be Talon.
Yeah, that he's the villain. Plot twist, it's just a big test. Like, he tries to take over Gotham as a villain to see if his crew can take it down.
Maybe he took over Gotham as a villain to be like, look, at least I control the criminals now, we win.
Yeah.
Imagine.
What the twist.
I just hope Batman's actually dead. Like, I want him dead in this game. Like, just fucking commit at least. Be like, is he dead? Yeah, no, 100% he's dead. Like, no, he's gone. Like, Damian, you're an orphan now. Congratulations, you're part of the team.
You're an orphan again.
Wait, Barbara, Jim's dead, right? Barbara, Jim's dead, right? Yeah, no, he's dead. Okay, cool. We're all orphans now. Let's do this.
It'd be cool. I really like Barbara's outfit because I've always been a big fan of the purple and yellow, and I don't think
they're finally doing it.
Cool. They're finally doing it in a really cool way. I really like how it looked. Next, the Suicide Squad. I'm sorry, the Suicide Squad. I saw a post by James Gunn on Twitter. Someone asked him like, why? What did he say? Something about like, what did you take from Marvel to bring to DC? And he said like, I brought the. Like Marvel let me keep the duh. So the Suicide Squad, James Gunn coming in from doing the first 2 Guardians movies to doing this. I am so pumped for this. I think it looks amazing. The cast looks great. A lot of people are coming back, a lot of newcomers. But
who's coming back?
Viola
coming back. First of all, Viola
There's
Davis
only 3
is
of
coming
them.
back. Joel Kinnaman
There's only
is
3
coming
of
back
them.
as Rick Flag. Who else?
Is supposedly the
Jai
demon
Courtney.
is coming back.
Who?
Diablo is supposedly coming back. The
Diablo
character
died in the
supposedly-
last one.
Supposedly he's coming back. They had video of him like working out with the cast when they were getting ready for the second one.
Maybe they're just friends.
Yeah, maybe he just hangs out. Okay, so cast. Viola Davis, Joel Kinnaman, I'm back. Michael Rooker, awesome. Anything Michael Rooker's in, I already like. Flula Borg, who I know from YouTube, is coming in. Do you remember Pitch Perfect 2? Remember the big Russian guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, who is he? I forgot.
He has like these YouTube videos. They're like old, and he says like funny things like "party pooper" and like "who goes to parties to poop." Like it's just, it's great that he can. I don't know.
He's like 7 foot. He's super big and super buff, and I think it's really funny. Harley's back with an old new look, bringing back the red and the black. Yeah,
I like it. I like this a lot better than the short shorts. Like it's more tactical.
I like it, and I a couple weeks ago I rewatched Birds of Prey, so I'm all high up on Harley, so I'm good for that. David Dasmakian, he was the Russian friend in Ant-Man. He's playing Polka Dot Man. I think he'd be cool.
Oh yeah! Oh my god, that's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, Idris Elba coming in as Bloodsport.
Yeah.
Which surprised me actually. I thought he was gonna be playing Bronze Tiger.
Is Bloodsport like a real character, or is he just made up for this? I have no idea.
No, it's real, but he's one of the like minor ones. Like they're pulling from. Okay, look, dude, Polka Dot Man, Peacemaker. They're pulling from the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, like obscure.
Yeah.
But they mentioned that though. I actually watched the fandom thing from like the beginning to end, and they talked to the cast, and that was something that they talked about was like picking, characters that they haven't really worked with before that people might be just barely being introduced to.
Yeah.
I'm a huge DC fan, and I've heard of Peacemaker in like passing maybe like once. Bloodsport, they have Blood Spawn. I was just like, wait, what? And I was like, oh, Blood. Like these are such minor characters. Like these are more minor than KG Beast, and that's saying something.
Still, I think the fact that this is such a big cast and a really fun cast because they're all very diverse. Peter Capaldi coming in as Megamind. I mean Thinker. I don't know. He kind of looks like Megamind. Just look at him.
It's gonna be. He basically is gonna be Megamind.
I don't know what the Thinker is. I know this guy as Doctor Who, and that's it. Yeah.
My only background of the Thinker is just from the CW Flash show. They literally did a whole season on the Thinker. Like this guy tormented the shit out of Barry Allen in that universe. Like he never went away, and he was it was really frustrating that because he was one of his toughest, aside from like Reverse Flash and stuff. Like he really messed him up.
Yeah. Well, Peter Capaldi will be playing him. Then Pete Davidson, my problematic fave, is coming in to play Blackguard. I really like Pete Davidson. I love him in SNL, so I'm really gonna like him here. I think Nathan Fillion, fucking love Nathan Fillion. So also he's
playing though.
TDK. No idea who that is.
Yeah,
probably not the Dark Knight, but yeah, something about TDK. Sean Gunn, James' brother, playing Weasel. Jai Courtney coming back as Captain Boomerang. John Cena coming in as Peacemaker. And
the douchey Captain America.
Cool. I'm into it because I like John Cena. I liked him in that movie where it's like the parents stopping the prom. What was that?
Cock Blockers.
Yeah, Blockers. He was really funny in that. But he was in he played like the kind of villain in the Bumblebee movie, and he was so flat, so boring in that one. Just a boring soldier character. He did nothing with that. And if you're gonna make him like, because I love him so much in Blockers, he was his dad with like the short Steve Irwin shorts and like.
But too tight of a polo.
He was so funny in that, and like you can make so much with that. Why would you make him such a boring character? And I don't know. Here's my question, because when Suicide Squad came out a couple of years ago, they hyped up this big cast, and then what did they do? They killed off one of them like the start. The guy who played Slipknot. They killed him up like right at the start. Who here do you think is gonna get killed off at the start?
Like, who do you think is gonna go first?
Yeah, because I don't think they all leave like.
I feel like.
I don't think James Gunn's gonna pull that shit though. I think James Gunn is too.
He killed Yondu.
Yeah, but that happened in the second film. Like
this is the second Suicide Squad.
No. But like, he's not gonna kill a character for the sake of killing a character.
That was my question, or my next question is like, and where in the timeline does this fit?
From what I understand, it does take place after Birds of Prey, where Harley has been taken captive. Like, she's been caught again.
Yeah.
Like apparently the beginning of this film is gonna explain that part. Like, what the fuck? Why are you back? And it's like, well,
like something didn't work out, right? Like with the kid for her to be in the squad again.
Or maybe the kid breaks her out at the end and the kid appears or something. I don't know. Imagine fucking.
Could she come in with like an egg sandwich for her just to like tie up everything together?
Like she comes to pick her up after work or whatever.
Yeah, just another day at the office.
Oh, have you guys heard about the villain?
No.
Do you want to know about the villain?
The only thing I know about the plot is that the reason why they got together is because they're gonna go liberate like a South American city, and that's all I know.
I feel like you took way more than I did. I just watched it like blindly. I was just like, who are these people? This is great. And then just looking at their costumes is what I did. I didn't even.
I think this is gonna be like
accurate their costumes are.
I love the costumes. I think this is gonna, if this movie is a hit, this could be like the group Halloween costume of like that year.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, I hope if James Gunn has enough fun with this film, I hope they bring him back for another one.
I think I saw him like talking in interviews and stuff, and he said that this is the most fun he's had ever making a movie, and that includes like Marvel, because they gave him like full control. They were like, do everything.
Yeah, they're like, fucking do it. Imagine DC's like, you know what? You want to direct a Justice League? What do you want to do? We'll give you anything. We'll take you, please.
Just like, please come in. Just come in. One thing that I wanted to touch on. So one of the actors hired for this movie is Joaquin Cosio. He's a Mexican actor. If you saw the movie El Infierno, he plays El Cochiloco, and he is one of like those actors that's like, he's so insane, and I love him so much, and he's been popping up in so many things. He played like a villain in Quantum of Solace, and he did the voice for Scorpion in Into the Spider-Verse, and but his biggest thing is playing El Cochiloco in El Infierno, and I could just imagine James Gunn in the studio like, whatever I want, like whatever you want, man. It's like, John Cena, you got it. Idris Elba, you got it. I want El Cochiloco. And then going like, who is he? I don't care. He looks fun. I want him in the movie. I'm just so pumped for that. I can't wait to see him in that.
I had to make sure it was the guy I was thinking of, and he came out in I think it's a Netflix series, The Hentified.
Yeah.
He's great. He plays a dad there, but like he owns a restaurant, and it's about gentrification and stuff, and he's trying to keep up with the times, but like it's pretty good show. It's
gonna be cool when he pops up. He's gonna play like a second character, kind of like what Hopper from Stranger Things did in the first Suicide Squad, where he was just kind of there at the start. So hopefully they give him more, because I really like Joaquin Cosio, so I just really want to see him more.
They're gonna have Weasel in this. Like, I know King Shark, but they're gonna have Weasel in it?
Oh yeah, I forgot King Shark is in this too.
And an arm fall off boy, I wonder. I think he's the one where he can literally like shoot off his limbs as he pleases and then reattach them.
That's gonna be a fun Halloween.
If he's the character I'm thinking of, it's like Puzzle. But, I mean, can you imagine
the action figure for that? Just like shooting that? That'd be fun. Yeah.
It might. Oh, and one last thing, it might be rated R.
I wouldn't be surprised. Birds of Prey was rated R, and they threw the F word like it was a fucking playground. Yeah.
Well, apparently though, this is supposed to be like a war film. Like, this is a war film with superheroes in it. So
it could also be like the gore and stuff.
True.
Because like there were some hardcore scenes in Birds of Prey that were like, oh,
The kneecaps. The kneecaps always got me. Like
anytime I heard like a bone make a noise, it was just whoa.
Yeah.
So
what else?
I don't know
on the Suicide Squad.
I don't know. Oh, I got nothing left on Suicide Squad, but
yeah, I hope we get really fun hype Idris Elba like he was in that Fast and Furious movie.
Shaw, I liked him in that.
I love him in that because he's so crazy in that, and I want him like that. I want him yelling, "I'm Black Superman" again. That's what I want. Okay, yeah, South America.
Henry Cavill shows up. Like, what's up?
If only we would have Henry Cavill back. If only.
He's in negotiations. We're gonna get him back. Trust me, we're gonna get him back.
I think he's busy playing Sherlock Holmes for Netflix right now.
Oh, it's a movie. It's not even a full-on TV series.
Yeah.
But you know what I am really looking forward to?
What?
Static
Shock.
I was so hyped. They're also relaunching Milestone Comics. I don't know if you guys know that. Like that's where Static came from.
Yeah.
Like that's where like a lot of African American superheroes like Mr. Terrific, Icon, Rocket, like all these like big time like African American superheroes, they're relaunching the comic line, and to go with it, they announced this film too, and I'm hyped. I'm wondering what they're gonna get.
So I'm gonna assume we all grew up with a cartoon from Cartoon Network.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, Manda?
I mean I saw it, but I was more of like a WB Kids on Saturdays kind of thing.
Fair.
But I know that my brothers watched it a lot, so
yeah.
I'm just like I've said before, anything that they put out, like they have my money like way ahead of time.
Yeah, Static Shock is gonna be cool. One of my big memories, because this is like the first time that I saw like a cartoon crossover with another cartoon, and then triple way into another cartoon. There's an episode of or like a series of episodes of Static Shock where Batman shows up, and he like wakes up in the Batcave. And they start talking and stuff, and Batman immediately like tells him, like calls him by his real name. Does like, how do you know? And just gives him his ID. Like, yeah, you dropped this, and like a library card or something. And I don't know, where like Static Shock just asks him like, "Where's Robin?" And he says, "He's with the Titans. You'll meet them one day." And I thought, oh my God, they're referencing something else. That's so cool. And I had no idea that was gonna become like a big thing eventually, but. For like one episode, when you're a kid, that's just...
It blew your fucking mind.
It blew my fucking mind. That's right. Any cast ideas? Any actor that you might think could play him?
Oh, God, I don't know if it's okay. All I want from the Static Shock film is for them to get some B-list, C-list actors that we don't really know very well that can prove themselves. Like Ray Fisher, first time playing Cyborg, I thought he did good with what he had, and in the Snyder trailer, you see him crying in his facial features, you see a lot more of his acting.
Yeah.
I want them to do that again. I want them to get some like no-name actors that we don't know and just blow our fucking minds. Like I don't want them to go to the well of like, oh, we have like 5 people to choose from. No, bring in a cast that we don't know, and let's go from there.
Like new faces.
Should they just do the CW formula, bring in a former Glee actor and to play him? Like
that's worked out in their favor, I'll say, as somebody who watches everything.
Wait, are a bunch of the CW actors former Glee? I don't know.
Flash and Supergirl. Yeah.
What?
Grant Gustin and I never remember her name.
I remember her Glee name. Her name was Marley Rose on Glee. I remember
it was Marley in Glee.
It was Marley on Glee. And
look, man, the Glee curse is real. I'd rather they don't.
She was cool. She wore hats. She sang New York State of Mind. She was cool. And Grant Gustin played like a super bitchy character from another school, and he was super mean. He was super mean, and yeah.
They did have an episode where they sang, because a lot of people on The Flash could sing. It's crazy. Like,
including
is that what they did, a musical episode?
They did a musical episode, and they had Darren Criss come out, which is another former Glee cast member.
He played like Music Man or Music Master or something like that.
I don't remember his name, but it was a good episode. They all sang, and when Barry gets married, Supergirl sings, and I'm like, oh, y'all are just milking it now.
Because there's an episode from The Flash where he goes to like alternate reality, and his foster dad is like singing in like a lounge. And
yeah, because he's from Rent, dude.
Yeah.
Like the live action Rent. Like
I was gonna go to that. Like he was in Rent. Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh god. Yeah. Oh god. I haven't thought of Glee in like 4 years. So this. Oh god. Okay.
So growing up, like the static show.
I kind of forgot how he
Groundbreaking?
got his powers. Do you remember?
It was a gas bomb. So what happened was a company made like a gas that supposedly was radiated just enough to where you could trace like, okay, this person was at this riot, this person was committing this crime because they have the little amount of radiation on them. But they kind of over fucking did it, and it made a bunch of bang babies. That's what they call them. They called it the Big Bang, where all these teenagers got all these powers, and that's how Static got his. I think it was from his cell phone. And from there, you know, he's just a great villain. I hope they use Ebon. I hope they use like the Firestarter. Like, there's so many great villains from that show, and there's so many great stories. Specifically, the emotional height when he loses his mom, heartbreaking. And I really hope they go into all that with the Static film. I really am looking forward to this. I'm going to be there opening night. I can tell you that right now. Like, I'm not waiting.
Question: didn't he have one a sidekick and two a dog? Or am I remembering wrong?
Not a dog, but he had a sidekick. He had gear.
Yeah, that one. They changed his name in Spanish. He had a different name in Spanish. I forgot it though. But
It's good.
all these shows, I just watched them in Spanish. I didn't watch them in English. Jumping into the next spot, and probably one of the biggest things, because it's so experimental and so weird, but hopefully it turns out good. The Justice League Snyder Cut for HBO.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Okay, Shrek claimed that song, and now it's all I think about when I hear it. So,
Hey, you know what? You know what? Justice League now claims that song.
That's the first
Superman
thing on my list
song.
was the song. Like
the song? Question mark? Question mark?
the song? Question mark?
No. Like, think about it. It's like talking to the fans, like, hallelluah, we got it. We got the Snyder Cut, folks.
Okay.
You're welcome.
I
never thought it would actually happen. Turns out.
Right off the bat, you could tell this is all Snyder because it's all in slow motion, and because the use of the song. I hate one thing that I already hate. I hate the aspect ratio. I hate that it looks like an Instagram video. That's the only thing that I don't like. Hopefully, the whole thing is not like that. But I don't love that. I want to get that out of the way because it's the one thing I didn't like. Let's talk about what we did like.
Dude, all the new footage, all the new effects. Like, dude, where do we start?
God.
Darkseid? Let's start with the opening. Darkseid. That's the
Darkseid,
first fucking scene. Well, it's not actually Darkseid. It's Yaxis. I can't pronounce his name. It's Darkseid before he gets the Omega Force. It's not Darkseid. It's like Teen Darkseid. You know, it's like level 2 Darkseid before he gets to level 1.
He's like baby, but soon.
It's a baby.
But so pissed.
He's there. Iris West is there.
Iris comes
I love
out.
that.
Yeah,
I love that.
I remember when she was cast for Justice League, and then she didn't come out. I was like, "Where is she? She's the girl from Dope."
Dude, fuck Joss Whedon in this. Like this, and I want to be clear. I still like Justice League. I still like it, but dude, if this was the blueprint you were given, and you said "fuck that,"
Yeah.
No.
And remember last time we talked about what we wanted from the Snyder Cut? I basically said more fleshed out Barry Allen and Cyborg, and I think them putting those pieces, like they reused that scene where Cyborg, like before Victor turns into Cyborg and he's like playing football, they used that scene again and they added the Iris West scene. So I'm like, oh my god, are we gonna get more? Are we getting more behind these characters?
Well, I think it was also strategic because if you notice, a lot of the scenes that were in the trailers that did not happen in the movie happened in this trailer again. Like the scene where he tackles the tank and he tells the cop, "You should probably move."
Yeah, like
that's in there too. The scene where Barry saves Iris, and you can tell the CGI. You can clearly see green screen there, but I don't give a shit. I know what I'm signing up for.
It looks better, honestly. Cyborg looks better.
Did you see Cyborg crying?
Yeah, that was like the first thing discussed. Yeah, I think he looks too cool. And can I just say, Black Suit Superman, fuck yes, that looks amazing. More than one scene with it.
He looks awesome.
I think the scene where he's coming up, like, I saw a video where someone's speculating that Superman's like coming back to life or whatever is going to be a little bit different because of the way Lois Lane reacts to him like floating off in the distance in
the fields.
No, they're in the city, like it's a skyline.
Okay.
And she kind of sees him, and he looks. I don't know.
Yeah.
Speculation that it might be different because there's also another scene where Victor's tearing apart like a grave, and it's like, whose grave is that? Is that Superman?
Maybe they'll do another grave. Maybe that becomes him and Flash's like bonding thing. Like, hey, let's get together. Let's drop some graves. You know. I love the final shot when the ship is coming in and it's turning around and it moves to like all of them. The sky is no longer red; it's back to black. It looks really pretty. The thing that worries me, you two might see this as a blessing. I don't know. I'll judge you when I see it. But 4 hours long. 4 hours long, and it's gonna be like divided as an hour each miniseries, or you can watch the whole thing together on HBO. Good, bad. What do you guys think?
I mean, I sat through Endgame. Like,
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll do it. I'll watch it all in full, and then I'll watch it in a series, so that way I can break it down and take it and dissect it. Like,
look, I can tell you right now, man. I don't know if you guys know this. When I saw the Dark Knight Rises when it premiered in theaters, me and Daniel we saw Batman Begins in the theater. We had the trilogy special. Like, we bought the tickets for like the extended, like to watch all 3 films. Sat our asses down, watched Batman Begins, 5-minute pee break, Dark Knight, 5-minute pee break, Dark Knight Rises. We did all 3. So fuck it. If I can do that, I can do this. Not a fucking problem. And we're hosting here at my apartment. Your bitch ass is coming over.
That's beautiful.
Okay. That sounds fun. Maybe
we're having a watch party.
Okay, I'm down for that.
No negatives, like nothing. I'm just gonna be geeking out. Shut up.
And it's not like you're not at your house where you can pause it. Like, even if you do watch it as a 4-hour movie, you can pause it. And
I pay. If they release it in theaters for like a week, I'm going.
I believe. I'm sorry. Okay. What else? The
CGI effects. I know they only gave him like 20 mil to finish it.
Only.
Yeah. No. See, that's the thing. Though. Like, dude, 20 mil to finish a film that's pretty broken for all the effects and everything. That's not much. He's stretching that money as far as he can, but it's working. Like, all that money is going towards effects.
Yeah. Do you think they'll I don't know if this has been confirmed. Will there be reshoots? Like, are they bringing anyone back to the reshoots?
That was the only mandate that they told him was no reshoots. Like, we'll give you 25 mil to finish the job, but no reshoots. To which he replied, all right, 4 hours it is. Wants to do 8 hours, but y'all are bitches.
This is such a cool thing and kind of unprecedented. Like, I don't know if any other movie has done something like this, so I'm pretty excited. I see it as like
not to this extent.
Not to this extent. No, I think this might be cool. This might be a really cool. Even if it doesn't, at the very least, the bar is set a little low to just be better than the original movie. Like, it just has to be better. If it does something amazing, then it's awesome. If it's just good and better, then okay, cool. And we can see it as like a cool thing that they did. But God, I think the fact that this is a thing that is happening, that they're like, we're gonna revisit this movie and try to make it again longer with give more money and bringing in like the original idea. It's so unprecedented. It's so cool. I can't believe something like this. It's kind of like when Frank Sinatra released those albums where he's singing with his dead daughter. I mean, it's so fucking unreal that this is a thing that is happening. That's like, it gets me excited that it's just happening. Like, it's crazy.
This film, and again, to the best of my knowledge, there's no other major film that's ever done something like this.
No.
No, they have extended cuts, but no film has actually gone back and been like, hey, we're going to redo the original story that we had in mind because we felt like we made a mistake the first time around. Granted, that's also probably a pretty good way to get a bunch of people to sign up for HBO Max. I know that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Also,
I just think like whether it's bad or good, I just hope it's just a different story.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the story that we got in the original Justice League was good, but I just wanted, I don't know, like, I don't want to be hearing the same story told twice, just like 4 hours longer. Like, I want it to be like slightly different, maybe, but I don't know.
Well, also, like, I think, and for me at least, to wrap this up, like on my end, the very last like bit of this trailer tells me it's going to be a different story.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Barry says, so we can assume he's fought other demons on other hells and other worlds that he's won, you know. So we can assume like he's fought other super beings like us. And Batman looks at him, Batman, not fucking Bruce Wayne, not Batflick after he's been through a divorce. Batman looks at him and says, I don't care how many hells he's fought and how many worlds, he's never fought us at United. Like, that is the... Again, I like,
you know?
Yeah, the tone is different. He looks different, though. Like, you see it in his face, like, fuck no. Like, we got this. Let's go. You know, he has that confidence he didn't have in Justice League. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. You see him do things. There's a scene where like, he's being shot and like he
Batman does stuff.
And he's like holding like, he's like,
he's like deflecting from his fist. Yeah, it's cool.
Oh man,
I really can't wait to see this. I really think it's gonna be such a cool, monumental, experimental thing in film, and I can't wait to see this. Before jumping into the next topic, Eddie, do you have any other thoughts specifically on this?
I know that
it doesn't matter what thoughts you may have. It doesn't matter because we're talking about Black Adam. Whoever fights this is going to go one-on-one with the Great One, okay? The only question that matters here,
I'll fight you.
The only question that matters is can you smell what The Rock is cooking? That's the only question that matters, man.
You like snort cocaine before we came back on?
That was beautiful.
No, but I had a little bit of mineral water with Jamaica. Okay. I'm sorry, I had to do it. Okay, The Rock, Black Adam. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's kind of how it went, though. He was just very shouty, classic Rock, like.
But his charm ain't running out, man.
Very on brand.
For The Rock and for Black Adam.
Oh God.
They wanted a hero. They got me.
Before we start Black Adam, did y'all see that deleted scene from Shazam where they reference him?
When they're like, oh yeah, why is there 7 chairs and only 6 of us? They're like, oh, that's for the other guy.
Yeah, and then like the younger sister is like, well, whoever he is, I'm gonna love him no matter what. And
yeah,
I don't think I've seen the deleted scene then.
Oh, it's like a scene where like they all like as the older Shazams, like they all go into like those thrones. They all sit down and there's a 7th throne, and they go like there's a 7th chair. And then they say like, oh, well, we'll deal with that when we deal with that, pretty much.
Can you imagine poor Billy Batson, poor fucking Levi trying to fight The Rock?
Well, I mean, they just confirmed like Shazam 2 and didn't really give any background.
Fury of the Gods.
That's it.
Oh man,
this will be fun. Okay, so Rock comes in. He says like, "I've been waiting like a long time for this," and you know, he's got like his Rock voice. He's doing like the Rock thing where like he's just standing, and he got cast as Black Adam 10 goddamn years ago. Okay,
so 5, I think. Was it 5?
No, like 10. Like before, like it was after a little bit after like BVS was announced. Like he was cast. And nothing has come out about Black Adam. So the fact that they're finally moving forward with this is what's going to like, I think this is what's finally like going to like finally make it happen. Black Adam says like they know nothing. Instead, they got me.
They're gonna have the Justice Society. It's gonna be a team movie. Like it's not. Yeah, they're gonna call it the Justice Society. They're gonna have Hawkman, Hawkgirl, Atom Smasher. I can't remember the last one, but yeah, like it's gonna be like a team movie. It's not gonna be him by himself.
Well, nobody else showed up besides him in the trailer.
It was just that's all they needed. They just needed The Rock.
But,
I hope they pull. I know this is I know Black Adam is an older DC character with thousands and thousands of pages of lore. I want a Rock. I want a Rock. I want him to bring all his Rockisms. That's what I want. I want the people's eyebrow. I want him flexing. I want a fucking Michael Cole cameo. I want everything there. Okay. I want The Rock being The Rock, just like he's been The Rock for the past several years in every movie. Okay, I know Black Adam. I know it's got like a big history. That's all I want, honestly, because they can sell it just on that. If they can sell the Fast and Furious spinoff on just him and Statham being them, they can do it for this.
I'm trying to find where the other superheroes are, because I know there are other ones. They are gonna have Hawkman, Hawkgirl. Which, I mean, this tells me everything they're going to be in Egypt. Do you guys, Amanda, I assume you have some knowledge on Black Adam, right? Like Kahndaq and all that?
Not really. I just barely watched Shazam, so like you telling me this deleted scene, I'm like, what? Did I miss it? Like,
what's called?
Like I said, it's just like a very quick scene. I'm guessing they deleted it, but from seeing it,
it's coming out next year.
Yeah, next year. I'm thinking that deleted scene was bound to be like an after credit scene or something. That's what I'm thinking.
See, that's why I was like, I saw the after credit scenes, but I didn't.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. So Black Adam, he's the king of Kahndaq, basically. He was a slave that was given powers, and he became the ruler of Kahndaq. And depending on the version that you read, genuinely, like, all he cares about are his people, but all he cares about is his people. Meaning, the world can burn, and as long as Kahndaq is fine, he don't give a fuck. Like, literally, if you're dying right outside the border of Kahndaq and you're bleeding to death, he's like, oh, hey, you should probably figure that something out, and walks off. Like, he'll leave you to die. But if you're from Kahndaq or you're from there and you need help, he'll come running like that. Okay. It's kind of like a North African, Egypt kind of area. So I'm thinking that's why they're going to incorporate, Hawkman and Hawkgirl. Two lovers destined to always find each other. Yeah. I'm hoping maybe they include Blue Beetle, actually, because he does have some Egyptian heritage in there. Atom Smasher is going to be in it, which, again, pulling from the not very well known, but fuck it, make it happen, man.
I freaking love Blue Beetle. I'm down for Blue Beetle, like, appearing.
I just found the rest of them. I knew I had tweeted about it. It's Dr. Fate, Hawkman, Cyclone, and Atom Smasher.
Cyclone and Dr. Fate are... Jesus, man. They're pulling... Okay, Dr. Fate's actually kind of a big deal. I'm surprised they're introducing him here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm excited. I think it'll be a nice way for DC to start also showing up, like, more locations with more characters. It'll help them, like, make their universe, like, a little bigger. I'm thinking this, even though he technically connects to Shazam, I'm hoping it's its own thing, kind of like Aquaman was. And hopefully this comes out really good, and The Rock has another thing he can brag about on his Instagram, because God knows he doesn't have enough.
I mean, dude, I imagine like at some point they're gonna have to do a Black Adam versus Shazam movie. They have to, or Black Adam. Dude, I'll take Black Adam versus Superman. Like,
which he kind of like poked fun at. Like,
yeah, like, come on, Cavill, what are you gonna do, bitch?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He's the Witcher. He can fuck you up. Like, I've seen him. Geralt will mess you up.
Yeah. Do you want to see very quick? Do you want to see my impression of Geralt of Rivia?
Do it.
Here it is. There it is. That's it.
Fuck.
It's just like, like he just walks in and I was like.
I love the law of surprise. That can be for a Witcher later.
All right. More thoughts on Black Adam?
I mean, I'm excited. Amanda?
Yep.
I love it. I like that they're adding new faces that haven't already seen the screen. Like, we've seen Batman, even though I love him. Yeah. We've seen a lot of different versions of Batman. We've seen a lot of different versions of Joker at this point too. And just like we've seen the same people kind of pop up, and it's really cool to get, like, this is my first introduction to Black Adam. So to prep, I'll probably be reading some of the comics that feature him. So if you have any suggestions, send it to me, because I don't want to go in completely blind. I'd like to know some.
Forever Evil's a good one. I'm trying to think.
Forever Evil.
Fairy was a good one. And it features him very minorly, but it's a good one. Injustice, just like the short time that he's there, like it's good, gets telling of his character because again, he's just trying to protect Kahndaq.
Yeah.
This only thing that worries me is that they announced, Static and Black Adam, and the Suicide Squad, and it kind of feels like there's no plan for the future. They're just throwing out films. It
I'm
worries
okay
me
with
just
that.
a tiny bit. No, but the thing is like I kind of want at some point to see all these characters share a movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how much harder is it going to be if we have because Marvel was contained. Like they at least funneled them. They were like, all right, we're going to stick with these ones for now and go forward. DC is kind of just throwing everything at the fucking wall and what sticks, which I'm going to go watch these movies.
Be grateful.
At some point, I want to see Black Adam mix it up with Shazam and Superman. I just hope they do that eventually.
Okay.
Yeah. From a teaser,
it's a very quick. It's not even a trailer. It's like a teaser. Yeah.
No, it's just a teaser.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, by the way, we announced this 10 years ago. We're getting to it. Do we know who's directing? By the way, do we know who's directing?
I don't know. I am willing to bet everything I own though that the trailer's going to come out with the Snyder Cut.
I don't know.
Director is Colt Sierra? Sorry, I'm probably butchering the last name.
Colt Sierra?
What films have they done?
Colt Sierra?
Let's see.
Colt located in a Sierra. Okay. No idea.
They've done The Shallows, Orphan, House of Wax. Whoa.
The remake? With Paris Hilton?
And 2005, the one where Paris Hilton
dies. That was the tagline of the movie. Come watch Paris die. That was the tagline.
Yeah, that's funny.
That was fun. I trust them. Like honestly, DC is doing good right now. They're doing pretty smart decisions, and I'm guessing if they've had this working for like 10 years, they probably have someone that like cares. Remember when they kept firing directors for Flash and Shazam? Yeah. At some point we're gonna have the guy who ended up directing It. The two It movies he was going to do. No, wait, he's back to do the Flash. Yeah, he's back to do the Flash. Okay. Jumping into the next topic, Suicide Squad.
Want to talk about Flash now, or let's talk about the Suicide Squad now.
Are there Flash news? Or
no, just the announcement of like Michael Keaton and Batfleck, coming back for the Flash film.
Is that confirmed, or is that just like
all of it? All of it is confirmed. Like I don't know what the fuck they had to do, but Batfleck is back, and he's at the very least going to be part of the film. I don't know if he's back to do a solo Batman film, but he is for sure back to do it, to do the Flashpoint film, and Michael Keaton's going to be in it too. Which I don't know how that's going to work because he can't turn his neck, but okay.
I think what they were like talking about was just how the CW shows with their whole Crisis crossovers and stuff kind of opened up the universe into like, because they dropped Ezra Miller for like a second, right? They opened the universe up enough to kind of like be able to have certain Batmans exist in the same technical universe, but not on the same Earth. So I guess that's probably how they're going to do Batman, like Ben Affleck's Batman in The Flash, and then still have Rob's Batman.
Yeah, I mean, didn't they?
It's a different Earth.
Yeah, I mean, in the CW crossover, didn't at some point they like their Superman that's with Supergirl, who's Tyler Hoechlin? Mm-hmm. Doesn't they like don't they cross with like Superman from TV Smallville?
Yeah,
like, they had Superman, but yeah,
they had Smallville.
No, two of them actually. They had Smallville, and they had the one from the film, Brandon.
No, but he plays Adam. No.
No.
Yeah, he plays Adam, but he also reprised his Superman role in the CW crossover. So everybody like they're so self-aware too. It was just like that's weird. Like you look like. It was just very funny because.
That's
he
one of my
looks
favorite.
Like Adam, but he's Superman.
He's one of my. That's one of my favorite introductions when Adam pops up in Flash, and they see him flying and they're like, he's a bird, he's a plane. Oh, it's Adam.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Oh, but no, yeah. So I'm looking forward to this one. They're gonna have Michael Keaton. Apparently, they're not gonna have Jeffrey Dean Morgan, which I think is a really big waste of potential because he could have played, Dark Batman.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan needs to play that Batman, and he can retire with like the coolest career ever. Honestly,
see, the thing is, they're gonna cast Lauren Cohen, Maggie from The Walking Dead. She was gonna play female Joker, like the Martha Wayne when she becomes Joker after Bruce is killed in front of her.
She played her in the start of BVS.
She did, but she never played like the Jokerized version. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, that's what you're missing. Also, Ray Fisher's gonna be in it because Cyborg plays a big role in the Flashpoint paradox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm excited. So
Flashpoint could very well turn out to be the best of these movies, by the way, if they do it.
Apparently, they're considering. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's gonna clean up a whole bunch of their messes. I think.
Yeah.
It's how it sets in place. This was the whole point all along, or whatever. That's what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, hell, maybe multiverse is going to be their thing. Marvel, you guys can perfectly funnel it and be like a system. We're just going to keep throwing shit at the wall.
Yeah.
See what works.
So it's like, the Flashpoint movie is pretty much becoming like, oh, we'll fix it in post. Like it's becoming we'll fix it in post.
Pretty much.
It's like, fuck it, we'll fix it in post.
So what if this film introduces Robert Pattinson's Batman within the universe? And it's like, Bruce, what happened? He was like, what do you mean? You look young again. Like, really? Okay.
Did they confirm when the Batman takes place? We'll talk about it when we get to the Batman, I guess.
So next one, Suicide Squad killed the Justice League.
Super small trailer, no gameplay. I hate when game trailers have no gameplay, but okay, super small team up game. From what I've heard, it's gonna be a little bit like Team Fortress 2, so that sounds kind of fun. Yeah, it seems like a cheaper-ish, but still pretty fun game. I like King Shark in it. I like Captain Boomerang. I like Harley in it. It looks cool. What do y'all think?
I'm rewatching it right now because I don't really remember it. So that always tells you when I have to rewatch something, it's because it didn't.
It was small.
It didn't was a small trailer.
Stick. This one was made by Rocksteady, same people who made all the Arkham games. So they have that same blood going on there.
No, and I'm sure it's gonna be great. My whole issue though is that the trailer's coming out more than a year before it actually comes out. Like it's not coming out in 2021. It's not coming out next year. It's coming out in 2022.
Game trailers
I don't want a game. I don't want that. Give me the trailer 6 months before it premieres, before it comes out.
Dude, let me tell you about a little teaser trailer that dropped when it was the start of 2017. A little trailer for a game that came out this year called The Last of Us Part 2, and that took its sweet ass time, only for everyone to hate it, except for me.
Did you hate it or do you like it?
I finished it a couple days ago. I thought it was good, but that's a conversation and a half to have about that
for another day.
Yeah. But yeah, for all the good it did. Hopefully the game is good. DC Online, that free game about DC superheroes, DC Online kind of sucks, but hopefully this is a good replacement for that. Any last thoughts before we move to probably the big thing?
The main event.
The main event. No? Great. So let's talk about the Batman. The Batman.
The Batman, okay.
Coming in with the thus. Okay. So first of all, everyone apologize to Robert Pattinson right fucking now, okay? He deserves an apology.
I never talk shit. I never talk shit about it.
You fucking did.
Did I?
Yes.
Did I?
Yes.
Did I say? Did I say I'm not? No. Did I really? Because I want to say I said. Look, I don't like it, but if he thinks it's the right call, fuck it, let's do it. I guess.
No.
I was skeptical, but I never said it was a bad
excited.
Idea. Yes.
I
was skeptical, but I don't remember if I was negative. I was skeptical. I don't remember if I was negative. But no, I was skeptical though. I remember that.
Okay, everyone, and that includes like everyone on the internet. You apologize to Robert Pattinson right fucking now, okay? He has done so much good for the independent movie industry, and he's so good in this trailer. He says few lines. But when he's on, God, he's on. He's on. I love everything about this trailer. I love the mood. I love the Nirvana music.
The song.
I love that he had
duct tape. The sounds.
I love the duct tape.
That was interesting.
For one second, the first time that I saw this trailer, and you see like the duct tape and what's written in there. For 1 second, I misread it, and I thought you said "from your friend, Mr. Sass," but no, it was something else because Sass is not in this movie. But
yeah,
okay, but everything looks great. The voice of the Riddler looks great, played by Paul Dano. Colin Farrell as the Penguin looks fucking insane. The guy who's playing Jim Gordon looks so in the zone. He looks great. I fucks with this trailer. I fucks with it.
This whole trailer, dude. But I like how I like how Matt Reeves knew that how everyone was so skeptical of Robert Pattinson as Batman. So he's like, we need to shut them up immediately. Yeah. Hit him with it. And he just goes off and just beats the ever-living shit out of that one guy. And it's so merciless, and I love it. Yeah. And his head fucking moves. Like, he's moving his whole body when he's hitting him. And then just the one line, like, who are you supposed to be? But you hear the bone crunching noises.
Yeah. Oh God. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there's gonna be 2 more trailers, and I'm guessing in the second one he's gonna say, "I am the Knight," and then in the last one he's gonna say, "I am Batman." That would be fucking great. God.
What if I'm Batman is the Avengers Assemble of the series, and if we don't hear it to the third one, like right before the final fight?
I'm into it.
I think they said also that this is technically like Batman year 2 kind of thing.
Yeah,
he's still like
it's a year 2.
He's pretty young in his journey, his bat journey or whatever. So there's still people who are super scared of him. Like, there's not a lot of people leaning on him too much as a hero just yet, or anti-hero, whatever.
And I like how the cops are looking at him like a freak when he's walking in to investigate the Riddler murder.
Yeah.
Which there's a theory of that the Riddler, Batman created the Riddler because he won't kill his villains, and Riddler is killing people. So he's like, if you're justice, please do not lie. What is the price for your blind eye? For letting these guys go.
Yeah.
What's it costing us? Yeah. I'll do what you're not willing to, which I like. I like the Saw vibe it gives off.
Yeah. I've been saying this for years. You don't need a big budget Batman movie. If they can make John Wick for like less than $10 million, because that's what it is. It just has to be like a small detective story. Put all the money into like the background, the action, and all that, and you can make like a super cool, smaller scale, but still a movie that packs a punch. And I think this is finally going to be the movie that does that. Matt Reeves is a great director. Cloverfield is great. Let Me In is great. The last 2 Planet of the Apes movies are great, and I think he's going to do so much good with it. I love that they paid attention to so many small details. I love that you can see the little eyeshadow, which magically disappears with the other Batman. It's here. It stays. I like that he looks dirty. I like God, I love how they find new ways to make Catwoman look cool. Like when with Anne Hathaway, they make the goggles look like the cat ears. Yeah. And this one is like that little beanie. It's so good. It's so great. Zoe Kravitz is gonna kill that role.
It's like just so subtle and great.
Yeah, like this is.
And they only have 25% of the film filmed.
I know that was literally just 25%, and they were able to craft this freaking trailer that made the internet go fucking crazy. Like,
I love it. I love it so.
Also, the choice in music, the choice in Nirvana was awesome. Like the song fits so well. Yeah.
And it's not like a cover, like how they do when they take like a random song they cover. No, it's like
Hallelujah or anything like that. So it's just.
Yeah, it's just I'm so pumped when the trailer ended and they show like the logo and it looks so different than anything else, and I saw the red and the black. For 1 second I thought, is this Batman Beyond? Just because of the color scheme. Probably
imagine like they pull the rug. Oh, it's not it's not Bruce Wayne.
It's Terry McGinnis. Yeah, it'd be so dope, but it's probably gonna be like its own thing. I like the red and black. One thing that they didn't show, but I'm super pumped, Andy Serkis as Alfred it's like something out of my nightmares, but in a good way.
You only heard him. You're making fun of names for yourself. We didn't see him right in the trailer.
No. I mean, even Colin Farrell as the Penguin, he's seen there for like 2 shots, like one just as his face and then one when he's driving. And he looks unrecognizable. He looks amazing.
Is it the part where he says this guy's crazy?
Yes, that's him.
That's it?
That's Colin Farrell as the Penguin, yes. Oh, my God. Oh,
why couldn't he be Constantine? I thought he would have been a great Constantine.
Colin Farrell?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I think he's gonna kill this. Oh god, just second year of being Batman, Zoe Kravitz. Oh god, I have so many thoughts on this, but I want it now. I want it by yesterday. I want to see this movie now.
Did you see that somebody on the internet already cracked the cipher?
Yes.
And the note, like the card that they leave, or that the Riddler leaves Batman. Yeah. Somebody cracked the cipher already. It took him like a day and a half or something. I can't remember what it was though. It says something about lies, right? Also.
What does a lie? What happens to someone who lies? No, what happens to something a liar or something? The answer is they lie still. Or what happens to a liar when they die? They lie still.
Oh,
something like that.
Hey, wordplay. Nice.
That's funny.
That's what that's
the whole Riddler shtick. I love the fact that we're getting like a noir detective Batman movie. Like obviously we know the Riddler, but he's trying to catch him.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that it's an investigative film. I mean,
you get to see him as a detective.
Yeah.
And the Court of Owls might be involved. I hope not. I hope they're saving it for the DCEU. But
I'm thinking it could be a bit of an overkill. I mean, you're already going to have 3 villains in this. I mean, the Riddler, Penguin, and Catwoman. So
I think the Riddler's been summoned.
It could just be like one thing where they like name drop it, but don't really like dive into it.
Yeah.
Just like a little Easter egg or something.
Yeah, like an after credit scene or something.
If you're listening to us on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe.
Thanks for joining us. If you'd like to hear more of our thoughts on movies, go to the rollback.net.
I've been Amanda.
I've been Eddie.
And I've been Chema. And this was The Rollback. Got it.